Welcome back for part 2 of What If Ahsoka Told the Council About Anakin. Thank you for showing your awesome support on part 1 of this What If. If you haven't seen the first part, I recommend you watch that first before watching this video. The link will be in the description below. Yoda continued to scour the galactic city, now joined by Obi-Wan, who had returned from Utapau. More and more Jedi joined their hunt for Anakin and Palpatine, but neither are anywhere to be found. The Jedi were chasing shadows, just as they had been doing throughout the Clone War. However, former Jedi Padawan Ahsoka Tano had moved away from the Jedi's pursuit of Anakin, and had chosen her own route. After seeing the Jedi and clones sweeping the planets multiple times, Ahsoka left Commander Rex with Senator Amidala and C-3PO, then grabbed a passing speeder to fly to Coruscant's military prison, where Maul had been transported to. Dismissing the guards outside of the secure cell, Ahsoka freed Maul from his cage, but kept her lightsaber pointed to his throat at all times. It was time to think about the offer presented by the Zabrak of defeating Sidious together. Maul lists a number of locations where Sidious would likely be located, and they find their way out, but Ahsoka stops, as she senses her own wave of pain in the Force. This was far greater than what Yoda or Anakin had felt when the 3 Jedi Masters had fallen. All around her, clones began to gather, and she was in grave danger. Little did she know that Order 66 had begun. Ahsoka uses all of her lightsaber skills to take out the clones, whereas Maul, even without his lightsaber, was able to use his dark side powers to eliminate the clones. Ahsoka not only had Anakin to worry about, but also Rex and Padme. She had no choice but to leave Maul to continue his destruction. Ahsoka spotted Rex, and several members of the 501st charging towards her, as she was running back towards her ship. Picking up a fallen blaster rifle, she made sure to stun all of her troopers, picking up Rex, and finding C-3PO desperately waving from the outside of her ship. Ahsoka is slightly slowed by the weight of Rex, but she makes it back unharmed. With Padme's birth of her children imminent, Ahsoka had no time to choose a hospital that would have the least hostilities, and she went straight for the Grand Republic Medical Facility. On her way, Padme has to renew the stun on Rex, as he had recovered from Ahsoka's first stun, and Ahsoka had to dodge the fire from the clone troopers from below. The ship just makes the short distance to the facility, skidding to a halt in a large hallway. Clearing her level of the clone troopers, Ahsoka carries Rex and Padme to separate medical bays, where Padme is tended to by medical droids, and Rex is assisted by an astromech droid and Ahsoka. Following the discovery of the true nature of the inhibitor chips, Ahsoka had located and helped extract Rex's chip, and at last, she had someone who could fight alongside her. But if she thought she could make it back to Padme's medical bay, more clones had arrived to block her path. The corridor separating the bays did not suit Ahsoka and Rex, as they faced a relentless cycle of clones from all directions. Soon Ahsoka lost one of her blades, and she used a reverse grip to deflect the hits. The clones continue to arrive, and soon they are pinned into an empty medical bay. The blasters all click in unison, and the clones declare their time to be at an end. Ahsoka and Rex were exhausted, but still determined. To Ahsoka's surprise, the clones suddenly thinned, and looking behind the pack of clones, she is relieved to see Obi-Wan. The Jedi Master had managed to avoid the assault from his own 212th Battalion, and had heard the echoed screams of death from afar. With the addition of Obi-Wan, they avoided death for now. Finally, they get to enter Padme's medical bay, where Padme was so tired that she had slept through the noise of the battle, with Luke and Leia beside her. Waking up to see Obi-Wan, Ahsoka and Rex, she looked around in hope rather than expectation for Anakin. Sitting up on her bed, Padme was already planning how to get Anakin back. Obi-Wan admired the ambition, but he was skeptical. He had felt Anakin's presence ebbing away, and at this moment, it was very faint, teetering between light and dark. Exiting the medical bay, Obi-Wan and Ahsoka felt a wave of darkness wash over them, unnoticed throughout the battle. Finding the nearest window, they look out and see Sidious's shuttle floating beneath them to an entrance below. They did not sense Anakin, so they needed to get out. Rex carries the twins in a makeshift cot. Ahsoka picked up the lightsaber she had lost earlier, and they clamber through the mess to their stranded ship. Firing up the thrusters, the battered gunship sputters into life, and they back out of the building, resulting in the loud noises of broken glass and rubble. Nonetheless, the clones are too busy watching events on the ground to notice, and Obi-Wan takes the chance to contact for any surviving Jedi. Thankfully, Master Yoda had made it, and looked ashamed with his failure to stop the downfall of the Jedi. But Padme retorted that there was still the chance to save Anakin. Yoda tells Obi-Wan that he would have further training for him if they were successful, and then apologised to Ahsoka for the mistakes of the Jedi Order, before fading into his exile. Ahsoka uses the location suggested by Maul, and they felt Mustafar was the one which presented the best chance of finding Anakin. There was still hope for the light. That is it for part 2 of What If Ahsoka Told the Council About Anakin. If you'd like to see a part 3 very soon, please like this video, turn on your notification bell, and subscribe for more tips. And as always, leave a comment on what if you'd like to see next, and how I can improve my videos. Thank you all very much for watching, and see you next time.